Hello guys, and welcome back to another one of my creations for my fleet series. Now this is the ship that will start all of the other ships in the fleet. The ship has everything needed to refine ores and then process it and make it into new ships for the fleet. It has 4 refineries, has about 8 arc furnaces, has about 4 large cargo containers, and it has a lot of assemblers needed to build all the components.
Now you're stuck in the middle. It's time to go.
The ship, as you can see, has 2 parts to get into the hangar. It has 1 hangar door on each side to access, so it'll open up, depressurize the room, and then you'll be able to fly in your ship and land there. It's mostly meant for mining ships and construction ships of that matter, since this is a refining and assembling ship for the main fleet to get it go ahead and get started. The turrets made by Oki will do a good bit of damage. They're 50mm cannons. They do a good bit of damage if you turn them all on. In this instance, I only had the side ones turned on. And they shoot themselves sometimes, but that's just a glitch with all Gatling turrets and Space Engineers at the moment if they're lined up. But they do pack a big punch with each round landed and just split this little ship in half. As you can see, this ship has a very streamlined shape. It's just meant to look very sleek, kind of industrial-like. And the guns on it are, once again, I think I already said, they don't need to be on the ship at first, but they're just good to add on later on from attacks of pirates and enemies. Now, on top, you can see here the flashing lights. It's just like a tarmac for other fighters to land on. So if they need somewhere to land and can't get inside the hangar, then they just land on top and then fly in through the airlocks on each side. Now, this ship has a ton of backwards thrust that's meant to just get out of a situation because it's not meant for combat. If it ever does get into it, it's just going to fly off really quickly.
We drift away out from the world we know. See the horizon, our ship at bay. We may be crawling, but on our way, we're getting out.
As you can see, there's a massive amount of thrust for each side except for the front. The front lacks kind of some thrust, but it still slows down fast enough to make the ship stop in a matter of about 5 to 8 seconds.
We'll never die.
Here's the fighter landed on top. It's just to show the tarmac where they can land because the ship would not be able to fit in the hangar without it being empty. So as you can see, you can just easily access this place, land, take off, and do your business with the fighters. Hey guys, before we go into the ship, I'm just going to show you the little ships that are meant for starting out. My FPS will be a little bit lower right now. I don't know why, but when I have the Eagle in here, it brings it down a little bit, so don't worry about that. It's only at 43 right now. So these are the 3 ships that you'll see on the inside once I take you through the tour of it. This is the welder, the small welder. You can get in at the back. You have a connector right there, so you can connect up, get your stuff. Here's the miner. This is the type of first ship that I would build. Is a small earthbreaker miner. Mines really well. It gets you all the resources you need. Stores it all very well. And then also here's the grinder ship, which would be later on for when you finally start like capturing ships or moving around the galaxy, finding new ships to grind down. And I just wanted to show you that on the Eagle, I upgraded the cannons right here to the Gatling turrets from the, I believe, the ISM collection. Let's, I believe it's ISM. Okay, the search bar is not working. That's kind of weird. Yeah, the ISM. So it's ISM Bulldog Gatling that I have attached on there. I need to actually make this one of them too, but I wanted to show you guys this right quick. So if you hop in here, and then I'll just show you. Let me go ahead and equip them. Yeah, they're pretty cool looking. They match the ship's design really well. I just like it. So I wanted to show you guys that. Alright, so here's the main ship. We're just going to head on the inside. You should have already seen all the outside and stuff like that in cinematics before this. So we're just going to look on the outside here. There's some buttons right here, and we're going to turn on our HUD. So these are just to make sure if you're coming in and this door is closed, then you would do this in a sequence. So you would hit the first button to close the inner door, then that would depressurize the room, and you open the outer door. But for some reason, the oxygen is not being depressurized out of rooms right now in creative. I think it's a bug with creative. I don't know if it's in survival or not. So it's it's just kind of here for when that's implemented. So then you just come in here and you hit these all in order. So you hit that, close the outer door, hit this, and then it will pressurize the room if it was working right now. And then you hit here to open the inner door. Now that is the same on both sides, and then you come into this cryogenic room. This is for 6 people. It's just in case like one person gets hurt and you don't have medical attention for them, you can put them in there. Or if they just need to go on a long mission, you send the ship adrift, then you just jump in one of those cryopods and you'll stay alive until you get there. So we got some lights in here, some nice lighting. We'll go ahead and head up. No, we'll start with the front of the ship. So if you head in here, then you'll see the cockpit laid out all nice with all these consoles, enough for all the men to come and man something, man the guns up above. You can have some controlled, or you just let the AI control it. And then I just added this little ramp right here so you can come up and look around. You have almost a full 360-degree field of view, which I love. And then these red lights just accent the place a little bit better. And then as you can see, you can find all your information here. So you got your ore summary, you can see how much ores you have, and then you have ingots, so you can see how many ingots you have going on in your ship. And then no blocks are damaged right now, so that'll display if any electronic parts are damaged. It'll display it on the screen. Now if you go over here, then you have your oxygen tanks. It tells you how much they're filled with, and then you can see the components, all the components that you have, so you can tell and see which ones you need more of and start creating them. And then you can see your reactor output, your battery power, and your output and input powers, along with your total output of power. So now we can just head up to the front here. I mean to the back, and we'll head into this room. I really like this room. The spotlights are not on that are in the corners or right here, so pardon that. But yeah, you come into this massive room with assemblers and 4 refineries, and we have about 8 arc furnaces. And then we have 4 of the large cargo crates, which is more than enough. And then we have our jump drive right there. We have about 9 batteries, I believe, right there, azimuth batteries. We have a ton of gyroscopes, and then we have the arc reactor that powers the whole system. So that's all for that, and now we're going to head back and up here to our right. You head up these little passageways, fly on up here. Then you got storage right here, and the reason there's storage right here is because this is where the pilots come from once they dock in the hangar. So you go ahead, head up here, open this door, and then you just follow the catwalk around all the industrial area, which I think is cool because you can look down on it. It looks pretty sick. And we'll just head across, run over here, and we will open up this door, and this leads out into the hangar bay area. So you have this catwalk. This is just to get across, so you're not in the way of anything. And then you come down these steps, and then you get down in the hangar. So here we have our 3 main essential ships right here. You can store a lot more in here, down here below. I'll also turn off these spotlights for now. Just they look good. I just turned them off just for FPS reasons, like when recording. So these ships are the ones that I would start making anyway for my fleet, to go ahead and get it started. So this welder, be able to weld up ships that you're building. But first I would get this earthbreaker so that you can just get resources pretty fast. And then we have our connector there, of course. And then if you come down here, you can turn on and off the spotlights. So you have all the lights. It'll turn them off and on. That kind of flips it because the spotlights come on. And then you have the interior lights that you can turn off, and then the spotlights. And then you also have this Hangar 1 timer, which actually would depressurize this room. Close that door up there. Open up the hangar bay doors, and then allow stuff to fly in, and then it'll close after like 20 seconds. So we'll just take a look at that. I'll go ahead and hit that. So you just heard the door close up there. Now it would be depressurizing, but again, that bug is not working. As you can see up here, you can see the blue lights. It would be depressurizing. I don't know why it's not. And then these open. The lights start blinking in here if they're turned on. And then a ship would fly in through here. And then it gives it a good bit of time. And then it'll close the doors, and then it'll start repressurizing the room. Now, of course, the repressurization is not working either because there's no oxygen in those tanks back there because it's not sucking out the oxygen for some reason. Again, just a minor bug. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you did like it, leave a like down in the bottom. Hit that little thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel and want to see more of stuff like this. Here's just a little bit of the gunfire and stuff shown for you guys. So tell me how you like the kind of cinematic views and me talking over it. If you like it better than me just running through the ship, then tell me in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next fleet video.